So I wanted to build this deck with Tarmogoyf because I wanted something like a beefy creature that pairs with Lukka to make the -4 really good. But I think we decided that it's better to companion Obosh than it is to play Tarmogoyf. But I'm like trying to figure out, like, 4 Lukka might be too much. I don't know. 100% go for Endurance in main. I guess we could main deck Endurance. It's not horrible. I don't hate that. We were thinking about Migloz as a card that had, like, some good stats for Lukka. Or maybe too much, but for testing purposes, I think we do 4. Yeah, just kind of to see how it plays out. You play leagues with new cards now. You can only play modern leagues with new cards, not Pioneer. Pioneer not until tomorrow. What the fuck, why? Don't ask. We have no idea. Just Daybreak games. Classic Daybreak shit. Like the time they made an infinite money glitch, yeah. Do you want to play a Migloz? I don't know, we're thinking about main deck Endurance. What if we go, like, don't play this, cut a land, play 2 Endurance main, and play 20 lands? How does that look? Does that look good? Migloz for the content? It is probably better content to play Migloz. Alright, fine, you convinced me. We'll play 2 Migloz. No idea if this card's playable, but it's good for content. Kind of Lukka. I think the correct version of this deck probably plays 2 or 3, but I want to try 4 just so we draw it more often. So for testing purposes, I think it's better to start with 4. Storm Breath in the board, huh? I think I like a split of Fable Spyro. They're better in certain spots. If anything, I'd rather have more Spyros than Fables, but I need 4 more sideboard cards, though. Sideboard 4 Goblin Guides. You did almost win a PT with StubbyD, yeah. Veil of Summer. It's good against Rakdos Scam. What about 3 Veil and a 3rd Run Afoul? We just can't beat a Murktide region. I'm gonna do that. 2nd Boseiju. Yeah. Get like this. Relic. We have 4 Endurance. I don't know if we need Relic. Alright, I'm gonna rent Veils and Bonecrushers real quick. We're gonna start with 4 Lukka. Again, for testing purposes, I want to play maximum copies so we can draw it more often to see how good it actually is. I'm very, like, I completely understand that it might not be correct to play 4 in the long run, but when you're testing, it's better to start with more copies. Obosh? No, I have an Obosh. I got a fancy Obosh. Green Sun's Twilight. I have Green Sun's Twilight, but I don't know if that card's that good. Yeah, 4 Lukka just to make sure that we get banned. Spike, are you worried that when you wake up tomorrow you're gonna be banned for playing illegal cards? Illegal. Oh right, he got banned in real time. That's why he logged off. Okay, I gotcha. Banned in real time. Okay, this sounds good. I don't know about this Migloz Maze Crusher, but they tweeted that the cards aren't legal, though it's a mistake, it seems. But I'm a content creator. I'm trying to create content over here, you know? Like, honestly, what? What the hell? Like, they should be thankful that I'm playing with these cards right now and getting more eyes on the stuff. Are we playing Chancellor of the Annex in Humans? I'm so confused. Okay. I mean, your turn. It's a Phyrexian. Yeah, I got it. It's in the queue, Johnny. It's in the queue. Force of Virtue? Maybe. Espa Sentinel. Well, I can play Fury and pay for the tax, so I guess I will do that. I'll pay. I'll pay. I will, in fact, choose to pay. Can't pitch the Migloz, though. Definitely can't pitch the Migloz. Income and concede. I mean, they didn't pay the land drop, so they're probably just gonna scoop, yeah. Attacks on Fury. No, it's any spell. It's just the first spell that you cast. Watch them have, like, mutagenic growth or something. No Pioneer. Yo! That is so 5-head! Bro! That is so 5-head. Alright, I'm in. That's lit. I like that. Sig 4, Keck W. Alright, I guess I'll play this Utopia Sprawl. We are so dead. Jesus. The brain on my opponent is just so massive. Like, I just can't comprehend. It's just too big. It's simply just too big. Their brain is just too large. Yeah, for people asking about Pioneer, don't ask. I don't know the answer to this question. I don't know why, but for some reason, the cards you can play in Modern, but you can't play them in Pioneer, and nobody knows why. They have another Shining Shoal. I mean, I feel like I should pitch Fable, because then if they do have a second Shining Shoal, then I can just play this as a blocker. Ooh, maybe I should have pitched Blood Moon actually. I should pitch the Blood Moon. Buying out all the Shining Shoals, yeah. I mean, that makes sense to why they have the Chancellor, right? They pitched Adeline. Alright, good beats. Think I should play Moon? Trying to lock them out. I guess I go to 3 if I play Moon. Maybe that's fine, actually. Yeah, that's fine. Right, I could just go to 3. This is unreal. Yeah. I should have taken 4, right? I think I should have taken 4 there. Wait, is the other... Why do I have 2 chat boxes? Do I have 2 chat boxes up? No, it's just... Oh, I know what I was doing. I was resizing the wrong box. That's what I was doing. Alright, we're good. Alright, I am at 4. I would like to crush a maze. This card's only available on Modern. Yeah, for some reason you can play the cards in the new set on Modern, but you can't play them in Pioneer. I don't know about Vintage or any other formats, but I know you can't play them in Pioneer. If they have a third Shining Shoal, am I dead? Yeah, I am dead. Dead to a third Shining Shoal. Dude, that's so sick, dude. Shining Shoal pitch Chancellor. That is incredibly based. Incredibly based. I can still block. Yeah, then I just lose to Shining Shoal. If I block, I lose to this card. Solid dude. Okay. So we go to 7? Or right, we go to 8. 4 power. Okay. Your deck is just all pitch cards. That is so sick. That's awesome. They said I play lands, I promise. Yeah, well, I mean, they would be mountains anyways, right? It's Lukka time, baby. It's Lukka time. It's Lukka time. I think I'm gonna kill the Sentinel, because I don't want to pay 2 life for the Lukka. And I don't think they're really casting any spells to pump the champion anyways. They could shoal this and put me to 2, I guess, but... Alright, I'm just gonna make a 3-3. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna make a 3-3. I guess the problem with making a 3-3 here is then if I -4 the Lukka next turn, I lose it, so... Yeah. Mr. Hot Dog, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate you. Toxic streamer incoming. Toxic. The Lukka art is really good. It is an exceptional piece of artwork. Yeah, so now we can go... Right, we have enough? Yeah, we have exactly enough. I guess the tokens don't work with Lukka. Or, tokens don't work with Obosh. This is fine. Sprawl was free. Yeah, I guess it was. Isn't it better to keep the Sprawl, though, if I draw to the Pyromancer? Because, like, I don't need the mana source, and I'd rather have an extra 1-1 if I draw Pyromancer. Yeah, or Fable. Are we so low already? Oh boy. We cast 2 Furies and they Shining Shoal me both times. So we took 4 from each Shining Shoal. Fable should work like Pyromancer. I mean, you want to make the card even better? The card's already so good. I don't think it needs to be any better. Obosh doing work that game. Yeah, sure. Make it cost 2 mana. Make it, enter the battlefield makes you a ham sandwich. Siggy says that Fable is not good enough and he wants to make it better. I'm gonna cut the Fables against them. Ponza finally gets it out to infinite life. The toxic Lukkas, yeah. Lukka the Truth. I mean, it was fine that game, I mean, literally anything would have won that game. Like, I could have cast a 4/3, and, I could have cast a Bonecrusher Giant, or literally any card. Like, they were just locked out, but... I mean, it's not bad. The fact that it splits the damage is pretty good. Have a good night, JS. Enjoy the magic tonight. See you tomorrow. That is true. Shining Shoal is nice against Fury. Obosh. Okay, this hand's kind of sus. I also imagine that Ragavan is not that good against them on the draw. Okay, this hand's better. Sorry, chat. Don't get mad at me. Excited for Asmo plus the quadruple white card. If you can figure out how to make a mana base that works, maybe. Yeah, exactly. Or, I mean, I can just shuffle it back in, too. See? See, I knew that was going to happen. It's the scry bug. It was planned all along. The enjoyers can come back into the chat now. Yeah, exactly. Emeria. I guess that's a white card to pitch to Solitude. Oh, shit. That's an issue. That's an issue. Well, if I get to 5 mana, I can actually stomp them and then cast Brotherhood's End. That does work. That does work. Now, we're not even close to 5 mana, but... Okay, a little bit closer. Yeah, I know Lukka makes green tokens, which might be good enough. I think I'm going to try and bolt the Sentinel this turn. I'm not going to do it now, though. I'm going to wait. Bonecrusher kills Sanctifier. Well, you can't target it, but it stops for damage prevention. So if I attack with a red creature and they block with Sanctifier, then I can stomp them to kill the Sanctifier, yes. But I can't target it because it still has pro-red. You can't stomp then Fury because you can't, even if you stomp them, you can't target this with Fury. It still has protection from red. Yeah, Shoal's not great against Stomp, that is true. Shoal not the best against Stomp. Has to be Bonecrusher plus non-targeted damage, which we do have in our hand. We do have a 5 mana play that kills it, but... Yeah, they didn't play a land. I think I'm just gonna chill and pick up Obosh. Yeah, let's just chill for a little bit. I don't want to cast the Brotherhood's End. I don't want to take 1,000,000 damage, and I really want a second red source. I'm gonna do it this way. Alright, go. Miss Commandeer in the Tybalt Mirrors. Yeah, that is kind of a banger. Cathar Commando. Okay. Why wouldn't I want to cast then? Can I explain further? Could Boseiju them that may not have basics. I mean, they're a mono-white deck, right? They gotta have some basics. Well, I guess they're not necessarily mono-white, because they have Secluded Courtyard. So yeah, I guess they're not necessarily mono-white, but... They've only played white spells so far. At 8? Can I afford to not cast the Brotherhood's End this turn? So I really wanted to save it for the Sanctifier with the Stomp next turn. I guess we can just Fury these two, pay 2 life for Lukka, make a 3/3. That's not bad. Pitch the Obosh, probably. And then we save Brotherhood's End for their follow-up. We are dead if they have Shoal, yeah. What about Lukka Plus? Well, I have to pay 2 life for the Lukka, right? Lukka Plus is kind of sketch. I have to go to 6, then I go to 3. I mean, I guess I'm dead to Shoal anyways, but... Oh, actually, if they Shoal, I can just stomp them, right? Doesn't that work? Yeah, if they Shoal, I could just stomp them. I think. But Lukka can't cast Stomp, though. Yeah, that's what you were thinking. You were thinking go Lukka Plus and then cast the Fury, but I can't cast the Stomp off the Lukka. What about Rootwire for Lukka? Rootwire Amalgam for Lukka. Probably good in that, really good in the red-green Fires deck, but that's actually a sick find for the Pioneer Fires deck. Lukka is kind of nice with Amalgam. They said they left their Shining Souls at home this game. How did the Nahiri deck go? We went 3-2. It felt fine. Unfortunately, and I hate to break this to you, Nahiri itself did not feel very good. The Sword was awesome, but that also might be because we played against a Tarmogoyf deck and 2 Amulet decks, but the Sword felt really good. Nahiri was just kind of mid. Overall, first impressions on a Nahiri was not great. Champion of the Parish. Stomp Breath Brotherhoods. Okay, that's unfortunate, because now they have a 4/4, which I can't trade for. If they attack me, I probably have to take it. are attacking me. I guess I could chump block Brotherhood's End and then make another 3/3, and then just like keep chump blocking this thing. So go to 2, make a 3/3, bolt the champion, and deals to planeswalkers. Oh, okay, that's bad. That's bad. Okay, I'm just gonna take this then. Then I can bolt the champion, make a token, play Bonecrusher. Yeah, I like that. Make a 3/3 so I can double block. Bolt the champion now, and then just play a Bone Man. Just kind of wall up a little bit. We walling up. Lukka's been pretty sick this game. Lukka has looked really good. Not Stomp? Well, I can't stomp a 3/3. Their champion was a 3/3. Stomping was better. You can't stomp a 3/3, chat. You know this, right? It looks identical to Garruk Wildspeaker, except you lost 2 life. Oh, stomp the 1/1 instead of cast Bone. Yeah, but that's worse if they can play a human to make the champion a 4/4, right? Then I have, like, no chance of killing the champion. Now I can just go uptick Lukka, stomp the Thalia's Lieutenant, and play Bonecrusher. Okay, these Brotherhood's End looking a little awkward. Looking a little awkward. Should attack with Crusher. Oh, I should have attacked first. Ah, I should have attacked first. You're right. Damn it. Damn it, I should have attacked first. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I should have attacked first. They would have blocked too, right? They 100% would have blocked. Yeah, they would have blocked. You know they would have blocked. What we got? Fudrad. Thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate you. Like 0% to block. If I attack first, maybe. I mean, I'll definitely take the over on 0. Okay. The stomp would be nice. How about an Arbor Elf? Yeah, I just like can't attack. I should blow up their vial here. 100%. No attacks. Yeah, we can't play Garruk in our Obosh deck. Stomp kill Sanctifier. You can't target Sanctifier with Stomp, but if your opponent blocks with Sanctifier, the damage prevention stops the protection from red. So it would be able to deal damage to it. Won't have new Nissa at 5. It's 4 life though. That I don't know. I don't like the new Nissa. I think. Kind of wish I still had an Obosh. Although I guess Obosh still wouldn't really work with these the what do you call it? Even tokens. All right, make some mana. Can't really attack. I draw Stomp, we can attack, but I wish Lukka was Garruk Wildspeaker. Yeah, but then we wouldn't have Obosh, right? Attack at some point. Eventually, yeah. Okay, that's bad. Explain the interaction between Sanctifier and Stomp. Okay, with a protection from red creature, the way that protection is worded, if a red source would deal damage to it, prevent that damage. I think that's how it's exactly worded, or something along those lines. If you stomp your opponent, it says damage can't be prevented this turn. So if they block a red creature with Sanctifier and you stomp them, because damage can't be prevented, their Sanctifier dies. 3/3. Just kind of hanging out here. I mean, I guess now they can't cast spells, so that's good. What a weird game. We're gonna poison them? Do you think this game's gonna last long enough for me to just, like, make enough Lukka tokens to just one-shot them with poison? I doubt the game's gonna last that long, but... Yeah, Lukka has looked pretty good. It's good at the long games, for sure. Lightning Bolt. Alright, we'll put that in the back pocket for later. If I connect with 10 3/3s, pretty sure they die to regular damage too. Yeah, okay, 4 blockers. Do we have lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6, 9. We do technically have lethal. Could go for it. What does Lukka ult do? It's not an ult, it's a -4, and it basically furies them, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Okay, what's the exact text on Shining Shoal? Hold on. I'm trying to think if there's a way I can ever beat Shining Shoal. Next X damage that a source of your choice would deal to you this turn. To any target instead. Yeah, it would be a draw, right? They could have Solitude, too. I can't evoke Fury, there's a Meddling Mage. And if I Lightning Bolt the Meddling Mage, and they have Shining Shoal, I lose the game. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sit here until I find Stomp, because it's not like they can cast spells anyways. I could just wait until I find Stomp to prevent the Shoal. Question, with Stomp versus Shining Shoal, right? So the way that Shoal is worded, if damage can't be prevented, do I still take the damage from the Shoal? How does that work? Yeah, I guess that's true. If they had Shoal, they would just attack me, right? That's a good point, yeah. Yeah, if they had Shoal, they definitely would have attacked, right? And I mean, now drawing the Stomp makes this pretty easy. Yeah, now it just doesn't matter. Yeah, Shining Shoal. They showed a Shining Shoal. Shining Shoal. Doesn't prevent it, just redirects. Next damage would be dealt to another creature you control this turn, dealt to any target instead. Oh, so does Stomp stop that? I don't actually know if Stomp stops that. Bolted Mage, they might Shoal, then I can stop in response. Well, if it's redirection, it's not damage prevention, right? Well, wait, now if they cast Shoal, we can bolt. Can I bolt Stomp them in response to draw the game? Yeah, I don't think it's damage prevention. Okay, this might just be Solitude. Bolt what they cast Shoal on. Well, if they Shoal my Bonecrusher Giant, I can't bolt that, because I'm at 2. Does Hank reveal chance with the Annex this match? Yeah, game 1 sauce, they went reveal chance with the Annex, then I Furied them, paid the mana, and then they Shining Shoaled my Fury. It was kind of gross. Have we tried Druid yet? No, I only have 2 Tivars. We can't play Druid. I mean, I guess we could play Druid with 2 Tivars, but I want to play 4. Yeah, if anybody in chat's got some Tivars, I'm looking for WTB 2 Tivars. Block like this next Shoal game is a draw. Yeah, because I just dome them for 5. They Shoal an unblocked 3/3, and they still take 9, right? Well, this is lethal, so I'm going to pass priority. They obviously have something. Okay, they Solitude pitch Chancellor. If they targeted their own Adeline, well, it's still lethal, right? It's 12 plus 5. They gain 5, go to 17. I still have exactly lethal as long as they don't have Shoal. Alright, now I'm going to cast Stomp. Because if they don't have... If for some reason, if this doesn't work, I want their Sanctifiers to die. Okay, now I'll pass priority. Okay, well, I just don't even have to cast the... Yeah, I don't have to cast anything, right? I can just make a 3/3 and pass. I don't have to cast anything. Although, they obviously don't have Shoal, because if they had it, they would have just, cast it, but... Make a top deck Shoal. Oh, then I guess... No, because if they cast Shoal, I just respawn and bolt them, right? It wouldn't matter. I don't know, maybe I'm just playing around them, like, having Shoal and misclicking or something. I don't know. They attack, then I block, then they cast Shoal, then I bolt them. No, they showed us Shining Shoal. Bull in game 1, they went reveal Chancellor of the Annex, and then I went to go Fury a Champion of the Parish and a some other creature, Thais Lieutenant, and they Shoaled me. It was kind of gross. Okay, I'm definitely putting back a land. I think I put back the Fury. I keep Sprawl plus 2/3 drops. Name red. Name red. Threat Shaman plus Tivar. That sounds kind of hot. Yeah, they have officially cooked. We are letting them cook. I mean, Gigantha Inspiring Vantage. It's Gigantha Inspiring Vantage usually. I could Blood Moon them. I don't know. It's not burn, right? Unless they're just burn without Eidolon. They could have white cards in their deck. I'm just gonna cast a Blood Moon. I'm just gonna cast a Blood Moon. It's fine. We'll be okay. It's burn without Eidolon. I mean, even if it's burn without Eidolon, it still shuts them off of casting Helix and Charm, right? Ooh, it's probably just Breach. So now, I guess they can play a Shredder off of the treasure next turn. Yeah, exactly. We didn't come here not to cast Blood Moon. Okay, that one I'm not going to cast. I kind of want a Pyromancer, because if I Fable and they have a removal spell for the Fable, they get to Ragavan me. Yeah, I'm just gonna Pyro. A lot better if they have a removal spell. I mean, it's less value, but... Did moon the Ragavan deck. I mean, they only have one non-red source. It's probably fine. Wait, how do we beat Gigantha? Unironically. I guess I can Obosh plus bolt it. They use the treasure to play Ragavan? I mean... that thing does attack as a 6/6. Alright, guess that. Send in with... I get a little greedy. 2 elementals. Found a way to beat Gigantha? Yeah, that's true. The Migloz. Hit him with the Migloz. Oily Nux. That sounds kind of weird. Alright, we got a song request from Italian guy. What do we got for me? What's the song called? What is it? In the shallow grind. I'm trying to see if I can find it on Spotify. Is this it? I don't think it's on Spotify. Hold please. Hold please. It's not on Spotify. All right, so we'll just do this here. All right, song request from Italian guy. What do we got? Okay. Let's give us vigilance, right? Okay, I'm gonna actually just play the Fable pre-combat. Hold on, I should use this. The reason I'm playing Fable pre-combat is because if I use Migloz to give it vigilance, and then they have a spell pierce... I guess they can't spell pierce me. What am I doing? Never mind. They can't spell pierce me. I forgot they didn't have blue mana. Whatever, it's fine. Alright, Vigilance, Menace. Now we can just shove with everything. What was with that mono blue Tron list? Only 3 power plants? Dude, I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. Pyromancer's discard optional? No, it's Pyromancer's discard is not optional. Fable's is, but... this card actually doesn't look that bad. I mean, you know, I have a Blood Moon and my opponent has no things in play, but... it does attack pretty well past Gigantha. Basic Mountain? Love it. Migloz going deep. No, I'm not going to use that. Does this make it too obvious? This makes it too obvious, right? Okay, well, they didn't fall for it anyways, but... I feel like that made it incredibly obvious what I drew, but... Is that the whole song? That was a very short song. Migloz attack was free. Oh, right, they couldn't block the Migloz because then I just pump it. Sure. I could have attacked the Migloz, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Bolt the Fury. But how do you beat the Migloz? Migloz D's nuts. Okay. Let us go attack with both. I'm probably just going to Pyromancer here. 1 cards are OP. Yeah, as long as you can play with them and not get banned. What did streamer mean by this? I don't even know what I meant. I don't have an answer for you. Should have given a vigilance. I only have 5 mana, and I wanted to be able to get back the Seasoned Pyromancer tokens. What they did to Migloz? What were they at? I don't remember. I don't remember what their light total was. Migloz actually looked pretty good. Again, you know, they were Blood Moon. They weren't casting spells, so... it's like, when you have a Blood Moon, literally anything can do the job. Alright, so Jeskai Breach. Jeskai Breach. Definitely want Endurance. Is that it? Brotherhood's End's good against Saga. Not sure that I want to play it, though. I think I'm going to cut the Fables again. Just a little bit too slow, and they have Spell Pierce. Shave, like, 1 Bonecrusher. Migloz seems okay. To be honest, not sure about Lukka. Have I cast it yet? Yeah, Lukka was really good. I mean, that's the thing. Is like, these cards are just random threats that win the game after you Blood Moon your opponent. And it, like, largely doesn't matter what they are. So the only times that I've cast these cards so far is after we've already Blood Mooned our opponent. It'd be interesting to see, like, when we're playing a back-and-forth game, how does this card look against, you know, when they can actually cast spells. That would be a different story, but... too logical? Yeah. Yeah, we're playing with banned cards. There's a chance that because we're playing with banned cards that they ban my account. So if this is my last stream ever, you know, I had a good run. Had a good run, chat. Yeah, I was here. I was here. Yeah, good run of 3 days as a full-time streamer. Play Ragavan or Elf here. I think I'm actually gonna play Ragavan. Vraska just became available on GoatBots. Yeah, I know. Vraska sucks. Thank you for the update though, because I'm not refreshing them as much because I'm paying attention to the match. But yeah, I'm not. I don't have any Vraska decks. I don't think that card's that playable. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Well, this is awkward. Where are the Tivars? I only have 2. I want to play Tivar, but I only have 2 copies. If anybody in chat's got some Tivars that they want to lend me, we can maybe play a league or 2 with some Devoted Druid, but I don't have any. Well, I have 2, which is not enough. I guess we could play it with just 2, but it's a lot better to play it with 4. Because we're just not going to draw it that much if we only play 2. You know how hard it is to get new cards? I'm not actually playing the PT. But it's some diabolic intents, yeah. Damn it. What happens if you don't draw lands? BJK, B Smith, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate you. Alright, here's an elf. Want to play Titan with Gardens? Yeah, Titan with Gardens sounds like fun. I'm not generally a Titan guy, but I might play a little bit with Gardens. Out of the Dragon look. I didn't play the Dragon. I know Spike played it. If you drew a land, that's good. Still can't play any spells, but for anybody watching Spike stream, how good did the Dragon look? I watched a little bit. It didn't seem that great. It looked great. Okay. Maybe it looked a little bit better after I stopped watching. Do we Blood Moon them? We do have 2 fetches in play. Let's actually just play the Migloz. It's super nice if they're holding up Bolt. Worse against Heat, but good against Bolt. Mana Leak! Alright, you got me. Looks great when played, way too difficult to cast. Yeah, that seems to be the issue, right? It's like triple red's very restrictive. You have to have a decent amount of setup for it. Dragon look great, but it seemed like the concessions he made to it to play it aren't worth it. Yeah, that's fair too. That's breakable with looting and cards like Magma Opus. Well, looting's not legal. The old 2 mana draw 7. No big deal. Deck shell definitely hasn't been found. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like he was saying, and I agree with him, that the card is really hard to build around, and it's going to take a while for us to find the right shell. But I agree with that. The card has a lot of versatility in deck building and all that kind of stuff, and it's going to be a while before we find the best shell. The unstoppable Juggernaut. Did you see the Will Urker? Like that Will Urker thread? He actually built a Gaz Godpharaoh's Gift deck. He admitted that it wasn't very good. He just wanted to attack with, you know, Juggernauts, and I respect that. I definitely respect that. Okay, so they have 3 cards in hand. Could Fury plus Pyromancer get rid of these Blood Moons? I could Stomp. Think I'm down to kill the Channelers this turn. Alright, let's kill the Channelers. And let's just Pyromancer. Make 2 1/1s. Maybe Obosh next turn. That's not awful. Casting Ragavan now for mana efficiency. Shell is breach, but y'all ain't ready to have that conversation. I mean, it could be, right? It's like if you have all these cards that fill up your graveyard, then playing breach alongside that package does make a lot of sense. I could have held it up to dash, which would have played around Prismatic Ending, but all right, attack. To famous me. Path to Exile. Could have bolted my own thing, but I'd rather just say bolt for a Ragavan. Okay, your turn. Whenever the dragon is great to cast, Breach is probably better. Yeah, that's a good point, right? If you're filling up your graveyard that much to play the dragon, then by that point you're probably just better off casting Breach. So that's also a pretty fair point. I think they have a second mana leak. It would suck if they did. Can attack first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Sprawl is my 7th mana source. What if I just didn't play the Obosh? Is that too, like... Is that being too conservative? Thing is, they could just have Heat. They can't have Counterspell because they're Gigant, though. Maybe I'm supposed to play it. I don't really know. I'm just gonna play it. Not sure if this is right. This, like, frees up my mana for next turn, too, if I draw a 3-drop. I knew it! I said it. I had the read. 3 1-boosters that GoatBots randomly put out there. Yeah, if you want to sell them to me, we can crack them on stream. I'll just pay you. I'll pay you whatever GoatBots is paying. I think it was like 10 tickets for 3 packs. Whatever you paid. We can crack some packs. I think I've already bought... I think I've bought like half a box worth so far. Bonecrusher would be nice. How about a Misty Rainforest? Can double block and then bolt. I mean, I'm gonna do that. Especially because their counterspell is Mana Leak. Miss the days when judges got free boxes of each set. No. They just don't care about us anymore. Well, I'm not a judge, so I shouldn't say us, but... Get some packs? Some packs to crack? You love to see it. Ship those packs. Love cracking packs. Oh, good card. Good card! It's probably dead, but... Oh, no. Dude, every single time I trade with Magic Online... Okay, it actually... The last couple of times that I've traded, the client's been stuck for like 10 minutes. So I'm kind of surprised it actually went that fast. We're getting packs from the bots. Bro, did we just like time travel back into 2012? Holy shit. Like literally just time traveled back into 2012. This league has been wild so far. Yeah, this is only match 2. League is cursed. Good card. I'm gonna hold the land too. I can pay for Mana Leak anyways. Where's the Goyf? Can't play Goyf because we're an Obosh deck. They did not attack with Snapcaster Mage. Wonder why. Lukka. It's not Lukka. I'm winning the race, so I'm going to keep attacking. Bad if they have Ragavan, but if they drew Ragavan, they would have dashed it last turn 100%, so... Oops. Your turn. Sure. They're scared of Ragavan? Yeah, maybe. Stuck in 2014, some monkey didn't exist. Yeah, exactly. You get it. You get it. What a weird game. What a weird game. Maybe they play Karisev? They boarded in too many wear tears for my Blood Moons. Just didn't draw the Blood Moons. When you get to it, Tivar and Food has been a beast in testing, just constant reoccurring threats and milling FTK easier. That actually sounds kind of sick. I didn't think about Tivar and Food. I like that. I actually like that quite a bit. That sounds kind of hot. Are you playing Jund or just Golgari? Probably just Golgari, right? That's a few too many wear tears, opponent. A few too many wear tears. Now they can breach back Channeler, I guess. Breach back Snapcaster for wear tear. Combination strategy. I mean, I guess breach is a chump blocker. Basically the red-green listers with Tivar X4. Okay, so yeah, like red-green splashing Tivar, that makes sense too. Strange league so far. Yeah, alright. You got a chump blocker. I guess they don't have to chump block this turn, but... This game would have been a lot easier if I drew a spell. To be fair, they've been flooding out too, so. Tear their own breach, then breach it back. Maybe they're just... They built this deck because they had a challenge. The challenge was cast Underworld Breach with Escape. Which I guess you could just, like, mill over a breach and then cast the breach, but... Food deck with Tivar. It actually sounds kind of hot, right? Because you can get back Asmos with it. I actually kind of like it. And then you can mill over Feasting Troll King. You can mill over Oval-Chase Daredevil. Alright, I'm going to open these one at a time, okay? I'm not a savage, and I'm not going to open all three at the same time. We still got chest open tomorrow, too. Alright, one at a time. Ready? Tivar, Tivar, Tivar. I mean, I opened 2 rares. I guess I can't be that upset. They're both bad, but I opened 2 rares. Alright, Tivar, Tivar, Tivar. Please, Tivar. Tivar! Bro, I opened 2 evolved Spino shit. Come on, man. I can't. Just an absolute travesty. 2 evolved one of the Urza lands. Noted. That's what they mean 4-3-4. I should type in chat. Please tell me you have 4 power plants today. Oh shit. No sacred cows in Magic. I'd rather have the Fable get countered. Yeah. They're countering whatever I play this turn, so. It'd be funny if the 4th power plant was in the sideboard. Yeah. Yeah, they really needed that Hall of the Storm Giants or that extra island. Rhinos are living in Modern. I mean, I'm always going to say Rhinos, but I'm also very biased. Okay, let's play the Fable again. We're just going to get dumpstered this game. Yeah, we're going to get shit on this game. Oh, they drew one of their 3 power plants, so I guess we lose. Yeah, they drew a power plant, imagine. Imagine drawing a power plant. Extended from many, many Modern leagues. I mean, seriously? I assume that, like, if you register 3 Urza's power plants, you just lost a bet. I kind of have to assume that you just, you know, you got paid to do that. Somebody paid you in some fashion. 7 of the 8 leagues I saw him register 3 power plant or 3 mine. Yeah, justification. I played one match where I only drew power plants and I decided to shave one. 5-head. How many leagues do you have to play to 5-0 at that deck 8 times? Yeah, I mean, they probably play a shit ton of leagues. See that sick list that only has 3 power plant? Their deck's so good that they take a handicap for the fields. Yeah. They basically just start down a card, you know? We're gonna get shit on this game, but... Because they got so lucky and drew one of their 3 Urza's power plants. Unreal. Unreal. They don't want the deck to get banned. That's probably what it is. Wormcoil Engine. Gonna sacrifice that for a Stomping Ground. Is this exile or no? Destroy, huh? Yeah, I don't really think we're ever beating a Wormcoil Engine. Yeah, I'm off it. I could try to beat a Wormcoil, but it's just not gonna happen. I'd rather move on. Mono Bluetron with 3 power plants, too strong for me. Could bring in Brotherhood's End. Well, see, the thing about Choke versus Mono Bluetron is because this person has 1 less power plant, they have an extra island, which makes Choke better, right? Is that how that works? This is probably too many Brotherhood's Ends, right? Let's just bring in, like, 2. I don't know. Yeah, good deck building. Is Veil good against them? Wait, did I never pay the last prediction? Oh shit, I never paid the last prediction. We did 3-2 the last league. Oops. Usually chat yells at me when I don't pay out the prediction. I'm surprised. Right back at it again. Alright, play first. Obosh. Yeah, I should have registered 3 Arbor Elves, clearly. I don't even know if this hand's good. It's just Blood Moon Prage. Why am I playing 4 Blood Moons in my deck? Apparently, if you cut a copy of a card, you're more likely to draw it, so... Maybe they found out the solution. If you play 3 copies of a card, you're more likely to draw it than if you play 4. It's the Magic Online way. Yeah, this is a public service announcement. Moving forward, everybody should play 3 Ragavans in their red decks. Write that one down. Tron math don't make no sense. I mean, sometimes. My friend who is a mono blue Tron player has an explanation for us. My brain is not big enough to comprehend a reasoning behind cutting a Tron land. Like, if I'm not gonna read your chat, because if I just even read part of that, my brain is literally going to explode. I gotta block my eyes from it. I can't read it. It's just too five head for me. I can't handle that. Yeah, protect my brain from the taint of knowledge. Will people play Mono Blue Tron again? I don't know. Some people do. Bruh. 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 Soundboard cost you a few points. I actually thought it was too expensive, but. Bruh. Bruh. I might just jam a Lukka next turn. Should see the Infect Discord. I've seen worse suggestions. Oh no. Oh no, what is this? They sacked the Relic? Nobody ever does that against me. They probably kept the hand that had Urza's Power Plant in it. Having blue is more important than extra colorless mana. Why did I read that? I shouldn't have read it. Oh, now my brain is just melted. My brain is officially mush now. I just can't comprehend that level of five-headedness. It just resolved? Alright, they go me. You get the new 1 cards in chest. No, the only way you can get 1 cards is from the prizes that were not supposed to be given out over the weekend. I got you, Sadness. I got you. I'm mostly just memeing. You know I'm memeing. Come on. It just seems like the Mono Blue Tron players I feel like they overthink it too much, you know? They could just tone it down a little bit. You don't need to cook that much. Like, I'm all for letting people cook, but cooking a little too much there. There's cooking and then there's that. Alright, song request in the queue. What'd they do? They killed my Lukka. Not a big fan. Alright, how about this one? I discuss. Next, they'll put blue planeswalkers in their decks. Nah, can't. There's no way. There's no way. Okay, I was thinking about that. So let's do this. Got a map? I guess I'll play a map. Some cat jams in the chat. They did not attack. 6 mana. Yeah, 24-hour stream on Wednesday. Put this one up, by the way. Can dash, attack, trade, play Lukka. I think that's okay. They get red mana from Blood Moon. Well, they could just play like... Oh, what if they just... Dude, I got an idea. Wait, okay. This... Now, just hear me out for a second, okay? If your opponent is going to sideboard in Blood Moon, what if you sideboarded Expressive Iteration? Any Blue Tron players? Do you like my suggestion? I mean, it's not as, five-hit as cutting an Urza's Power Plant, but don't give them ideas. Yeah, Ragavan, too. Fuck it. Ragavan gets you more blue mana. I will not pay. Not paying. Yeah, just go down to 2 power plants. Fuck it. I mean, surely, going back to reality, surely if you're gonna try to convince yourself that cutting a power plant is in the galaxy of even remotely being some sort of correct, why would you just not play 3 of each? You know what I mean? I guess I'm just trying to make too much sense. Bro, repeal the map so they get it back? Sheesh. Yeah, Urza's Mine much worse than Urza's Power Plant. Migloz. I wonder if they're double queuing. Oh, didn't the prelim just start like a half hour ago? They're probably double queuing. Because I think the prelim started at 6, right? Remand. Alright, I will cast it again. Bro, they're 4-0? Sheesh, they're going for the 5-0. They are, in fact, going for the 5-0. Maybe they'll 5-0. They probably will. I mean, my hand sucks, so... Still can't beat a Wormcoil engine. As my resident LGS Bluetron player likes to say, Bluetron is a blue deck splashing Tron, not a Tron deck splashing blue. Then just like, I don't know. I don't have the mental capacity to comprehend Bluetron players. Yeah, but I can only disenchant once. You know what? I really wish that this thing either came into play with 6 counters, which maybe it would be too good, or if it came in with 4 and the disenchant was 2 and it just didn't have a third ability. Because like I feel like you should be able to get at least 2 disenchants out of this, you know? Like, just give it a 6th counter. Is it really that problematic if you get 2 disenchants out of this? I don't think it is. When I make it 3. 2 free disenchants for 3 for a 4/4 body. I still don't think that card's that good. Is it better? Yeah, it's better for sure, but... Just proliferate it? Yeah, I guess. Oh, it's 2 mana to give +2/+2. Alright, I guess we're not doing that. Standard set, sir? It is, yeah, I guess it's a standard set, sure. Maybe it would be too good in standard if you could get 2 free disenchants. Maybe. You cast a Thrun, what can they do? Nothing. Yeah, what even is standard? Nobody knows what standard is. Draw 2. Love draw 2. Let's play Bloated Contaminator. I want that card to be good, but I really don't think it's good enough for Modern. I do love that card. I'm gonna play a little bit of it in Pioneer. Yeah, make the abilities cost 0, make it a 7/7. Should bounce my Moon in response there. What if they just don't have a bounce spell? Oh wait, they cast Repeal. They could have repealed the Blood Moon, right? The turn that they bounced the map. 4, 8, 10. I mean, I'm just gonna go to combat. I'll do this first because it's free. How does a Mono Blue Tron player ever be a turn 1 Ragavan? I think they have Dismembers, but... What you got? Watch me get Aetherized or something. I cast Aetherize. Casting Lightning Bolt off Blood Moon mana? No, you're giving them ideas. Stop it. We already cooked too much with the Expressive Iteration sideboard plan. We can't give them more ideas. They're evolving. Yeah, I'm gonna bump after they pass priority back. Dude, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list today was an absolute massacre. An absolute massacre. I didn't think they would ever go that hard. Holy shit. The difference between MTG game and the MTG game with animations and characters. There's not a lot of... It's the same game. It's just that visually it's a little bit different. But you're referring to MTG Arena. It's not a stupid question. It's effectively it is still Magic, you know. It is still Magic. Somebody got banned. They basically like banned every tier card. Bounce Blood Moon. So their plan is to bounce Blood Moon and then block with Hall. Okay, I can pass priority. That's fine. Hall is animated. I will pay 2, activate this, and then I'll also give it Menace. So now they block Bonecrusher, take 8, go to 6, and then I just re-Blood Moon them. Can't do that. That's an illegal block. That is an illegal block. Legal block. Alright, damage. I could kill the Hall, but if I'm playing Blood Moon, I don't care about the Hall, right? Yeah, I don't really give a shit about the Hall. Okay, play this. You can go. Alright, let's look at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list. So, they banned Scythe, Barrier, Hit Kalos, Sprite Elf, and then they limited Agido, Kelbeck, Keldo, Mudora, Havnis, Merly, Sheeran. It's like, holy shit, dude. It's unreal. Yeah, just like, fuck you, tier. When do I get to tutor you on Yu-Gi-Oh? I love playing Master Duel. Master Duel's so much fun. It's Yu-Gi-Oh. Who asked? Somebody in chat did. I asked. I've been playing. I've been playing a lot. Can I give hexproof? Any hexproof on here? Nope. All Alright, resolves. Peel the Migloz. Do I still play? I play a little bit of Master Duel. Not a ton, but I play a little bit. Yeah, we were just talking about that cap. They basically just slaughtered like all of the three best decks. From a from like a Magic player's perspective, the Yu-Gi-Oh ban list is the way that it's managed is obviously a lot different than Magic because they don't have like specific individual competitive formats that only use a certain card pool. They basically just have here's the entire Yu-Gi-Oh card pool and build a deck. So their ban list philosophy is a lot different, but I actually kind of prefer the way that Yu-Gi-Oh does it. Just like they're a lot more aggressive. I've been playing a lot of Mathmech recently. When I jam Master Duel, Mathmech is super sick. Companion, sir. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about Obosh. My bad, I forgot. My bad. And sort of suck for people who build paper. Yeah, I mean, it's awkward for the people who bought into tier, because like the tier cards were so unbelievably expensive, and now they're just basically all unplayable. So like I get that part of it sucks, but for the metagame aspect of it, I think it's really good to freshen up the game every so often. And it's like they get into these spots where a deck is way too good in the format, and because of the way that the card pool is, it's a lot harder to like introduce newer cards because the card pool is so huge, so it's like most of the time a lot of it won't be as impactful. So I don't know. Are Yu-Gi-Oh decks / cards expensive? If you want to play the best decks, yeah. Like I want to say the Ishizu tier deck was somewhere between like the average price of a modern deck. Are they down 9 minutes? What's going on over there? They got some beautiful mountains. Transmute Teleria West with 3 red floating. Yeah, I can kill them with Obosh Bolt. They revealed Walking Ballista. Opponent, my Migloz has an ability, and I'm going to use it. You're going to bounce my Migloz. Alright, you're still dead. Should I tank on the Bolt? I know this person is like usually pretty salty. I'm not going to be that guy. I won't be that guy. No, I won't be that guy. But imagine if I was that guy. Imagine the salt in chat, though, Imagine. Just imagine the salt. Oh, yeah, they're on MTGO salt all the time. I didn't say I had ethics, but... I kind of just want to mulligan to Ragavan. Like, I have turn 3 Blood Moon, but I just have nothing. My hand is just nothing else. Yeah, this hand's way better. Put back the second Ragavan, I think. They're the top retweet on the account. Yeah, I'm not surprised. EE for 1. Alright, I got a Ragavan. What do you got? Would not put back Ragavan? Yeah, I guess in this instance, now that they have the explosives, it's kind of awkward. I see what you're saying. Because if they answer the first one, the second one's just too good. Okay, that's popped. So let's go Sprawl here. Name Red. Play Elf. Then next turn, we actually have 6 mana, so we can go Moon into Pyromancer. Oh. We can also do that. I'm going to Moon first. Because if they remain, I could just recast it. I might just double Blood Moon here. Plays around a bounce spell. Think about a double Blood Moon. Also, if they have Condescend, I'd rather not get the Pyromancer countered. Does Bluetron not play counterspells anymore? They do. They usually play Condescend. Cycle Shark for 0, huh? Double Blood Moon also bitter for farming salt content. Very, very true. Yeah, very true. Allows Veil on the board. I guess we could... Yeah, I didn't think about boarding in Veil. That might be better. That's a good point. We could have brought in Veil. O-Stone? Nah, you be quiet over there. I won't forget about Obosh. Ah, 5-head. Actual 5-head. Alright. Touche. Stifle draw card. Yeah, the actual profit. You think they cut the fourth power plant for scavenger grounds? I feel like they probably added a blue source. Yes, they are a a very repeat offender on the MTGO Salt account. They've typed nothing in chat so far. They ever play Echoing Truth? We haven't seen it yet. They might have it, but okay. So I don't think they would make this play unless they had Condescend. So now I can actually just play Lukka before the I'm not going to play Obosh here. So let's go to combat, attack for 2, and then we can go pay 2 life for Lukka and play the Arbor Elf. Oh no, I could just make I can make it 3/3 here. Because I don't have 2 green, but it's fine. They're out for revenge after they saw my Blutron tweet, yeah. Very, very true. An uptick for Elf. Yeah, I'd rather just make a 3/3 though, because I can uptick next turn and play the Obosh through soft counter magic. What's up, Gator? Lukka's actually looked pretty good in these matches so far. I've been relatively impressed with that card. You know, again, it's like whatever you put in your Ponza top end, when you have Blood Moon in play, it doesn't matter. It kind of most of the time it doesn't matter what you're killing them with, but it's like the real test is to see how good Lukka is when you're not Blood Mooning them. I will say, Migloz has been surprisingly good. I like that card quite a bit. I don't know how many copies that you want to play, but I think it's worth playing 2 copies. I like that card quite a bit. It's got a lot of text. For a 3-mana 4/4, it's got a lot of text. Hear about the person who put 2 cards face down and told their opponent to pick a creature to determine play draw? No, I didn't see that. Gonna tell my kids Lukka was Minskin Boot? What is this? Karn the Great Creator. Well, we're gonna get a Wormcoil Engine. Ekka's final seed happens most shows 2 minutes late, no game loss, judge gets 2 minutes sanction, whatever, and shoots himself. Puts 2 cards face down and says, find the creature. I say, how about we just roll some dice? He insists that I find the creature. I say no. Pull my dice, say hi, roll okay. He says no, have a nice day, and just leaves the table. Giga Chad. What'd they get? They revealed Ensnaring Bridge with 5 cards in their hand? Okay, well, I can just dash Ragavan and play Obosh. So let's do that. And then I'm going to send this at Karn and these 2 at you. At 10. Hit a Condescend. I guess I might as well play the Elf, right? Reason not to. Alright, your turn. They can't cast all his dust. I could play Wormcoil Engine. I guess that could be kind of tough to beat, but... I think that I'm invisible. Both cards are actually just copies of Mind Goblin. Oh yeah, there's no way, 100%, both of those cards were creatures. You know that for a fact. They were just trying to pull one off. But like, the weird part is like just leaving the table after getting no cert. At least play the match, you know. Is Lukka good? I've been pretty impressed with it. I like the card so far. It's good top end. Yeah, literally just keck by. Just I'm out. Okay, you still have 4 cards in your hand. I'm confused as to where they're going with this bridge. Even if they play another card, I can still attack with all of my creatures. Even if they play 2 more cards, I can still attack with everything but Obosh 3/3, which is still lethal because it's 10 damage. I don't know why they got bridge instead of Wormcoil. Alright, it's my turn. I'm gonna dash. It's been a long match. Well, look at the clock difference. Condescend, huh? Oh, I'm gonna pay. I'm in fact gonna pay. Guess they could play another spell, but it's still lethal. Unless they have a 1-mana, like, unsummon one of these 3 creatures. Or I guess they could just unsummon the Obosh. Alright, does Ragavan resolve? They went 2 on top. I would like to go to combat, opponent. Yeah, they can't repeal. Oh yeah, because repeal replaces. They could repeal the token, but then they draw a card, so it can't be repeal. Dismember on Obosh. Dismember on Obosh, go to 6, take 5, go to 1. Yeah, I guess that buys them a turn. Yeah, that buys them a turn. Does buy them a turn. An island. I guess I should actually plus here. Yeah, because hypothetically the minus on Lukka could be relevant. And I don't think another 3/3 is that relevant. Well, I don't have Red and 6 in my deck, but... Okay, they have a Karn. Got Elixir of Immortality. Okay. I mean, yeah, they still have to kill me. I only got 2.5 minutes. Alright, they have one card in hand. I can kill their Karn with Lukka, right? I guess I should do that. I do have to bin the Lukka, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, and I'm not gonna play the Ragavan. Alright, you can go. Proceed. Had to draw the 4/4. Oh yeah, we got Migloz. I have 3 outs. I have 2 Migloz and a Boseiju. I have 3 outs to this bridge. Why do you call it Migloz? Migloz. You're gonna let me attack with Ragavan? They probably have a spell here, right? Yeah, they can also time out. You wanna block? Blocking? They're blocking. Your turn. How do we have new cards? So the new cards, they mistakenly gave people who did well in challenges over the weekend. And apparently they fucked up and, did not make the cards illegal in Modern for whatever reason, so that's how we are playing with new cards. Yeah, they're not double queuing. I mean, they're just going to time out at this point, right? Like 1,000% going to time out. Oh, or we could just draw that. That works too. This condescend x equals 5. Alright, well I have a treasure. But I cannot activate the Migloz this turn, which is unfortunate. Because it's 3 to naturalize. Alright, your turn. Are they salting? I don't know. They're not typing anything in chat, which is very, very strange. Very, very strange. Shot they can win in a minute, even if I take no more actions. Yeah, that's true. Maybe they got a global mute? Maybe. I think they got a global mute for salting so much. They didn't type anything in chat. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but I'm gonna leave up the chat window because 4-0. They are 4-0. Obosh. I'm gonna keep, but I'm gonna restart my client real quick. Because I'm lagging a lot. I'm lagging way too much. These are the cards that I'm missing. This is what I want to complete all my playsets, basically. What are they showing in chess? Should be tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific, I believe, or 10. Either 10 or 11, I can't remember. Skrelv that good? It's really good in Pioneer Hammer. There's a few Pioneer decks that I want to play with Skrelv. I don't think it's as good in Modern, but... What's up, Bobby Fly? Yeah, we get a massive raid from Spike earlier. Alright, let's go... Here on red. Need you here by my side. I have a list for Pioneer Hammer already. I have like 3 different Pioneer... I have 3 different Hammer lists. I have one that's kind of more aggressive, more all-in, one that's focused on using the cat synergies, and then the third list is like more of a mid-range version with Mox Amber, more legends like Jorkadine, and then going up the curve to Astor. Those are the 3 versions that I have right now. I think I prefer the more all-in approach better. I think that's my favorite version, but I want to try a little bit of each of them for sure. The one that I'm the most skeptical on is obviously the Astor one, because, 4-mana cards, etc. But, oh, Rhinos. This is not a good matchup for us. Not a good matchup. And I did not sideboard basically anything. I have no chalices, no void mirrors. I got nothing for Rhinos. We're gonna get dumpstered this game. There's no shot we ever beat Rhinos with this configuration. What is this? What the fuck? It just says dit. Dit. Just dit. Just dit. Alright, this is going to Twitter. Just dit. Okay. Get ditted, son. You got dit, bro. I mean, I got some free, chests and I got free chests and free play points, but apparently I've now been officially ditted. those real prizes? I don't know what they're from. They are real prizes, but I don't know why I got them. Alright, we gotta go to Twitter. We must go to Twitter after getting ditted. Yeah, I got them from Dit. Ah, Fire Ice against Utopia Sprawl. That's just not fair. I should have maybe stomped them there. It's really just not fair. Why is my Twitter not working? I clicked on send tweet, but it's not tweeting. Did it send the tweet? Dude, what the hell? Refresh. It's just not sending the tweet. Bruh. I gotta let the world know that I've been ditted. The world must know. Get ditted. Yeah, I got ditted on Twitter too. Imagine. Yeah, Doom dit. At least I can stomp the Shardless Agent. I mean, maybe if I draw an untapped land to hardcast Fury, this is not the worst. It's still going to be tough, but... I love this lo-fi version. It's just good vibes. Alright, untap land, please. Yeah, just get ditted. Imagine getting ditted. No, we have, like, no sideboard cards against Rhinos. The thing is, we're in Obosh decks, so we can't play Chalice or Void Mirror. There's just not a lot of options for Obosh decks. Unless you want to give up Obosh postboard against them, which I guess you could do, but... Like, I guess... No, you can't play Explosives either. Yeah, there's just nothing. Trinisphere? Maybe? That one's not the worst. Okay, that is a reasonable sideboard option. Good against Breach, too. Good against Breach. Maybe Trinisphere's not the worst. A lot of people play Rhinos over Living In because of Graveyard Hate, Endurance, and all that stuff. Endurance is like one of the most played cards, so it makes sense. Okay, so cast Fury, tank a hit for 4. Hope they don't have another Cascade spell. Could try a few minor missteps in the sideboard, replace a mountain with a Steam Vents. Well, I mean, at that point you could play like Flusterstorm or any sort of blue counterspell, right? But yeah, you could splash. Splashing would give you it out. I don't know if you want to splash though. Anytime I can unironically suggest Trinisphere to a streamer, an angel gets its wings. Who's the next streamer that is it? Are you gonna suggest it to Spike next stream? Yeah, maybe we could play Stub or something. It might not be the worst. Surely they don't have Violent Outburst, right? I mean, I probably can't beat it anyways. You can go Lukka, pay 2 life into Bonecrusher Giant. It's called her legal and modern. Yeah, it was time shifted. Is dit? Nobody knows what dit is. It's just dit. Okay, let's do this. Let's Lukka. I'm doing this pre-combat because if they have subtlety for Bonecrusher and or Lukka, I might want to hold back the Fury to trade. Are the new cards in MTGO? Kind of. It's complicated, let's just say that. They accidentally gave them out as prizes this weekend when they weren't supposed to. Incoming Force. Yeah, I guess this line is bad against Force. That's a good point. Could have maybe just played the Bonecrusher. Love is a halo. You should definitely save them. I mean, if you need cards from the new set, Kaya, you should definitely just save them. Because then you can open the new cards and then sell them to me. So I can have Tivars. I forgot, did anybody in chat say if they had Tivars or not? We're still missing 2 Tivars ideally for the next league. Yeah, chests will also go up when they have the new cards in them. It's a good point. Yeah, I think I have like 50 chests to open tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have 11 more after this league, but... If they have a Petty Theft? Maybe. Oh yeah, this is Ben. Ben's gonna trade me some cards. Alright, Ben is selling me... Ooh, we got a 3rd Malcator. That's dope. Okay, what's the buy price on these real quick? So Nahiri is 6.7. I think we were gonna do 10 tickets. They do. They had a Violent Outburst. Okay. Ice this. Guess they have a burn spell. Bro, am I getting scammed by Become Events? Oh, come on. Just scammed by Become Events every single time. Always getting scammed by Become Events. Every single time. People are just on this. It's gotta be a fad. It has to be a fad. People will eventually realize it's not good. I click concede, but Moto is now lagging. What the hell's going on here? Are we live? Do I have internet? Chat, can you hear me? I guess I got didded again. Yeah, we still have internet. Yeah, I guess we just got didded. Well, sometimes you get didded. Hello? Begin sideboarding? Wait, I can begin sideboarding, but now my trade's stuck. Is the trade stuck for you? The trade is just stuck. Alright, we're gonna redo the trade. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, this is all Obosh's fault. What do you like over Pyromancer in the last few slots? Just, anything. I don't know, I think that card's a meme. Just like 100% a meme. Just main deck a Bloodmate or something, I don't know. Just play even if you just cut it for more lands, you're probably better off. I don't think the card's very good. Ideally, more bounce spells for Murktide if you need that, but... Okay. You know what you should cut it for? You should cut it for Dit. That's what you really should cut it for. Are any of these cards even remotely playable against Rhinos? Wait. Chat, do you see it? They made my cards illegal mid-league. Bro! Oh, that's why I got didded. That's why they didded me. Wait, are they going to let me finish the league? I can't submit my deck. It's not letting me click submit. What is happening right now? Well, at least we got 3 matches of content for the YouTube. I don't know, man. This is so fucking stupid. Daybreak Games, fix your fucking shit! Dude, it's so frustrating. I did fix it? Well, it's not even letting me submit my deck now. Okay, what if I restart? Okay, okay, we're here. We're here. I can click on Obosh. Okay, I have a Lukka in my hand. My hand sucks, but... Okay, this hand's good. Do you think they're going to let me finish the league is the question. Do you think they'll let us finish the league? I just can't sideboard? Maybe. No more sideboarding for the rest of the league? Can't be that bad. Yeah, they're going to let me dit. Would drop and file for comp. Well, I think that's what this was, Care Bear. I think them giving me this back was the refund from my entry. So I think that's what this was. They refunded my entry. Or you have to board out Lucas. I mean, I'm not doing that. I have to inform you that you are right now in breach of MTGO law. Surrender or your account will be forfeit. You have been warned. Monka W. 200 points for a league? Yeah, maybe. Dead. Imagine not playing our Utopia Sprawl in turn 1. I'm so lost what's going on. I don't know what's going on either. I have no idea what's happening. I have literal no idea what's happening. We got didded. We got banned cards in our league. This is just one of the streams of all time. Wait, can you? You can't suspend this, can you? Damn it. There we go. Watch no prizes. I'm just curious if they dropped me or if they're going to let me play the last round. Gave you back your entry and the prizes you had earned? Yeah, exactly. That makes sense, right? Oh, yeah, the 100 play points and then the 1 chest. Yeah, okay, that does make sense, right? So yeah, because it was 1 chest, 1 QP, 100 play points, and then plus the 100 play point entry. So that makes sense. That does make sense. Kind of a weird way of going about it, but 3 power plant guy probably complained he lost 2 illegal cards. Imagine. Yeah, I guess we just got didded. Warning, dit. Okay, they're responding. Are they going to ice my land in response? They should have iced upkeep, right? Alright, cast Migloz. I guess I should have dashed first, but... What's this? Warning, dit. Love it. Well, I guess we might have to end the stream early if they're not going to let us play with the new cards. I feel bad for Spike tomorrow morning, too, if that's the case. Yeah, I sequenced this horribly, but... Yeah, I'm just not going to dash. Fuck that. Because then at least if they have a Fury, I can give this +2/+2. You remove oil counters, put them on Ozolith. Can you remove oil counters and put them on Ozolith? But then your Ozolith just has oil counters, right? Because Ozolith remembers the type of counter that it removed, correct? I think so. So you would just put oil counters on your Ozolith? Which, I mean, maybe you want to do that. Shardless Agent. I can blow up Shardless Agent with Migloz. That's true, Spike does have premium. Yeah, the better question, think, You know, don't ask why. Ask should. Oh yeah, Blood Dune. Excellent top deck. Just an exceptional top deck here. Exceptional top deck. Alright, Migloz on defense. Hold the fort down. Migloz on defense. Yes, the cards will 100% be legal tomorrow. But I think they just fucked up and that's why they're legal tonight. Imagine them being so petty and shitting on content creators that they literally went in the client and made the cards illegal for one fucking day. This is how much they do not care about MTGO content creators. Like, they're just making my stream worse by doing this and going out of their way when it's only one day. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's so absurd to me. Like, fuck off. It is so absurd to me. It just makes me so mad. Because I'm just over here trying to make some content, you know? Can't make any content when they don't allow me to make the content. Isn't the fairest for everyone? I mean, people could have acquired the cards if you just went onto the bots, which is what people do for acquiring cards anyways. What's the difference? Like, I'm not the only person who could have went to GoatBots and bought new cards this weekend. Everybody could have. You know what I mean? I guess Obosh can hold the fort. Perhaps. Let's Ragavan trade for a Rhino too. Not beating much. Probably more that it's an oops rather than an active site. Yeah, but like, so my point is, why go out of your way to make the cards illegal when it's only 12, like maybe 14 hours? We're 14 hours away from the cards being legal. Why not just admit that you screwed up and let it play out for the next 14 hours? Like, what harm would that cause? You know, it's like, it's just more infuriating that they, like, you know, they actually went in. It just, I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, there's no relevant tournaments, you know? It's just for content creators. And, like, I have to imagine that you guys are all here because you want to see the new cards. Well, in any case, I thank you all for being here. I appreciate you tuning in. Who the hell knows what's going to happen after this match, but thank you. Thank you for supporting the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Even through all of Daybreak and WotC's bullshit. Alright, eat this, trade here, eat this, take 6, plus 3 trample is 9. I can't beat anything, so I'm just not going to play on anything. Yeah, you can type in chat, I was here when Doom got banned. They don't want people to spend money then get matched unfairly against someone who got cards they could not get. Well, what I'm saying, Rando, is that I was not the only person who had access. If anybody who has an internet connection, just go to goatbots.com and they can refresh the page and access the cards. Like, I probably only spent, like, an hour total time refreshing the bot. Like, it didn't take me that long. Maybe I just got lucky and refreshed at the right time, I don't know. Didn't taxes. Yeah, I guess. I kind of understand it now. Like, when you spell it out like that, I kind of get it, but... Alright, well, we lost the match, so let's see what happens. Okay, it's not letting me click... Oh, I think they dropped me from the league. Yeah, they dropped me from the league. Okay. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, there's 4 rounds. I'm sorry we didn't get to play a 5th round, but we went 3-1. Could take a look at the deck real quick. You know, Magic Online kicked me from... So, here is the deck. Like I said, Migloz looked pretty good. Lukka looked pretty good. Both new cards did look pretty good. Not sure about the number of Fable's Pyromancers. I like Bonecrusher because it's just a, you know, big, beefy guy to have something that, like, 4 power in play for the Lukka minus to give you effectively more copies of Fury. So that was pretty cool. But, yeah, overall, deck felt pretty good. Wish we had gotten to play a 5th match, but, you know, is what it is. Okay, let's see what Magic Online said. I am dying to see this tweet. I'm dying to just laugh at this tweet. Can't wait to see it. I have a website. I have a link tree. Does that count? They didn't even tweet. Oh, they said it right here in a subtweet. We have corrected the issue with 1 cards being incorrectly legal in paid event formats. Actually... Planes go. Thank you for the 2 months. Actually, the cards are not legal. 24 hour...